Gotta make. I didn't make myself presentable before we hit the live button. Gotta make myself pretty. Gotta make myself all look good. I just got out of the shower like an hour ago, so I know I smell good. So we're okay on the smelling and we're okay on the looking, and we're just gonna. It's Sunday night, boys and ladies, and we're just gonna boogie on up to the yard. The truck is packed. We just go up to the yard, have a little drive, have a little chat. What's going on there, Freeway? Going on, guard dog? Uh, I'm pulling out. Don't go first. Oh well, too late. Now she has. No, it is. Now she's got to be stuck behind me. She's going the exact same way I'm going. So, ho ho, at your disposal or at your service. That was for all of you that were in last night's live. That was a really good live, man. That was a good live. That was 5 hours and whatever, 5.5 hours of like well spent time. That really was really good. Had a great time. Thank you, Sterling. I know Sterling's not in here right now, but I'll thank him now. I thank him again later for coming in last night. When you jumped in the shower, I wonder how much water jumped out. Oh well, let me tell you, the water was dodging the body. Nah, when I'm home, I shower a lot. Right? I just like to be clean because when you're on the road, you don't necessarily, there are times where there's, circumstances you don't get one every single day, obviously. So when I'm at home, man, I'm like squeezing extra showers in. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna obviously turn it around and let's take a look at what we're looking at. We got really shitty day. We really do. So here, we'll turn that around and let you guys take a look at my shitty day. There we go. Unfortunately, we are overcast. We are looking 100% like a pure Pennsylvania afternoon. I shit you not. Like looking what you're looking at right there. That's Pennsylvania. That's a small town in Pennsylvania we're driving through right now. What's going on, Jim? Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Jake, what's going on? That's it, Dar ladies for whatever. She's behind she's not behind me anymore. She turned right. She's going into town. I'm going the opposite way, so it's all good. She only had to sit back there for like maybe 3 minutes. Hey? How bad could that be? What's going on there, Houdini? Speaking of Pennsylvania boys, there he is. So if it's 20 or it's quarter after, let's say or say it's 10 after 4 here. So for Jim, it's what? You're 6 hours ahead of us, Jim? Or so 6, okay. Huh. Man, you guys keep late hours. I'm in bed by now, to be honest with you. Right? Like even on the weekends, I'm not up till 11 o'clock midnight. None of that shit. If you guys are that dedicated to YouTube that you stay up, like I know Robert does. Robert will stay up 3, 4, 5 in the morning watching us on YouTube over here. That's dedication. What's going on, Jerome? How the heck are we doing there, by Shanna Thomas? Howdy, girly. What's going on? All good with you? Sorry, I was in and out of your live all day today, or not all day, but I was in and out of your live while you were live. We've got a lot going on at the house, and we've got a short amount of time to get some stuff done. And so it was literally, Dar had you on her phone, I had you on my phone, and both of us were, we were working in the house today, and getting some shit done. But it was, it wasn't like it's not like our usual Sunday morning where we sit on the couch together and we comment and joke around and play in your chat. Today, unfortunately, um, we were busy. So, but we did listen. And congratulations, Shannon Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, Shannon Thomas passed 2,000 subscribers today. She passed the 2,000 subscriber mark. She did it while she was live this afternoon. So as she was live, she crossed over that threshold. So congratulations, baby. We think Dar and I are very happy for you. We're very proud of you. Um, keep on going. Keep on going. You hit 2, hit 3. You hit 3, you'll hit 4. Keep on going. So anyway, there you go. Buck Brown's walking around. I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. Buck Brown's walking around. Keep your head up, Buck. Love you, buddy. You know what we're talking about here, right? Keep your head up. Nice little rain shower. Usually followed by a nice little rainbow. Brother, the shower and the rainbow were both meant for you. Whew, we got wind. We got wind. I'm gonna knock this shit off. I'm not driving around in wind. Let me tell you. I don't do wind. The wind will do me, but I don't do wind. So I don't know. I don't know how long we's gonna be live tonight. This when I know I say this all the time, and Dar laughed at me when I said this. She rolled her fucking eyes. Actually, is what she said. We were sitting across the table and just eating a snack there before I left, and I told her, I says, "Well, yeah, I'm gonna go out, do the live this Sunday evening to drive up." And I says, "But I don't know if we're gonna keep the live going once we get to the yard. I think I'll just pretty much shut it down and hop into bed." And she's like, yeah, she rolls her eyes, right? She starts laughing and rolls her eyes. It's like, yeah, right, asshole. Like she didn't say that, but I could look at her and I knew exactly what she was thinking. And then when her eyes finally situated themselves back in her head the right way, she looked at me and she goes, yeah, yeah, okay. A short live for you. So if 6 o'clock comes and you're still live, I went, what? She's like, yeah, okay. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I'm like, no, no, no. So I did make her a promise that we wouldn't. You guys, actually, I made her a promise that you guys wouldn't make the live go that long, right? So I am totally throwing you fuckers under the bus here. If this live goes too long, it is your fault. 100% your fault. So you guys are going to be taking full responsibility for that, and you're going to be listening to Dar. She's going to come out there and chew every single one of you as a new ass. Man, maybe I should start doing videos. Hey, Jerome, maybe you should. Dude, you've got something to say. You got something to say. Go ahead and do it. Start making videos. Nobody says they got to be top of the line, professionally edited $1 million pieces of art. Go get yourself a GoPro or an iPhone, whatever. I use an iPhone 13 and a GoPro. That's what I run most of my stuff on. You know what? Go get yourself that and get yourself some content or make yourself some content or become your own content. In my case, I am my own content. Um, go for it, man. Go for it. Oh, excuse me. Those Tostitos just came back up. Woo-hoo-hoo. They are coming out Tuesday to build Marshall's wheelchair ramp. Oh, oh, Dewana, that's fantastic news. That is great, great news. Very happy to hear that. Very happy for Marshall. Very happy for Marshall. Make sure they put a little lip at the top of it so the little fucker can get air. When he gets to the top of the ramp, whoo, he can he can jump. Make him jump through the door as he gets to the top of the ramp. Just a little something extra. To make his life make exciting. Congratulations, Shannon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Had a family thing, and time you hit the milestone. Yeah, 2,000 subscribers. Hell of a milestone. Hell of a milestone. Remember when she had like 70, then she had like 170, and then she sat at like I don't know what, like 1,700 for like almost a year, or like between 1,500 and 1,700 for like almost a year. Oh, it was so painful. It's so painful. Thank God she's absolutely good. She's absolutely killing it with her channel right now. So we're very happy for her. Very happy for her. Uh-oh. I think Buck just flipped his lid. Starting to repeat himself. He'll be drifting around the corners. That's awesome. That's awesome. Make sure as he's drifting around the corner, he's making the engine noises as he's going, eh? Make sure he winds it out. You know, or let me see the wheelchair. I'll get him one of those little recorded boxes where he can just hit the button and it'll make the desired sound. So if he wants to like burn rubber, it'll make the noise, and as he's going around corners, he can hit another button and get the screeching noise of tires going around the corner. Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Well, happy happy. Now Dewana, you were able to get the contractor. Everything is solid. Like this guy's accredited, right? He's this guy's knows what he's doing. We didn't just find him off the back of an old Penthouse magazine. Thank you to all the wheel burners who have checked out my channel and decided to hang on tight. Well, some of us have. Just so you know, though, I unsubscribed. I was that guy that when you were at 2000 and then you were at 1999, then you went to 2000 and back down to 1999, then up to 2000 and back. That was me. I confess, that was me. Right? I did that for about 2 days. Up and down, just to mess with you. I confess, 100% it was me. Yeah, I knew I knew that you were going to hit it today, right? When you first started, I had a very very rough idea of where you were, what your sub count was when you started, and I basically just said, okay, she's going to need X amount of hours or X amount of time with X amount of people on average to hit it, and I knew you'd hit it. So that was awesome. That was now. Just so you know, young lady, as your subscribers grow, so do their expectations of the channel. More and more people are now waiting for Miss Thomas to say something or do something or put something out. So as your membership grows and as your channel grows and your subscribers grow, so do the expectations of what these people are going to expect from you. So, what's uh what's your plan there, girly pants? 2,000 subs now. You're not playing in the juniors no more. You're up in the big leagues now, right? Mind you, you're probably about a Baltimore Oriole. You're not a New York Yankee, but whatever. You're still in the big leagues. Tolga. There we go. There's the man of the hour, week, year, day, whatever. Tolga's in the house. Tolga comes into the chat and I feel safer. I don't know about any of you fuckers, but I do. When Tolga's in here, I feel safe. It's like, all right, I can relax. Tolga's here. Uh, Most definitely, he was the fifth guy I called and the only fella to show up and give me an estimate. Wow, wow. Times must be good when you can't get contractors to come out for an estimate. Either that or they're just making too much money. Oh, stab in the heart, Shannon. Oh, did you guys see what she said? In layman's terms, she says she doesn't give a rat's ass about her subs. So all of you guys that subbed to her today, come over and sub to my channel. Go to Sterling's. Go to Sterling. She just threw you all under the bus. She's sitting there right now going, "You dirty rotten bastard." I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. She knows I'm just kidding. Come on now. No, well, you don't live life to anybody's expectations but your own. I'm no different, Shannon. I answer to nobody but myself. I answer to myself, to my family, and and then a progression of people, places, and things after that. But yeah, YouTube is not one of them. Um, as I've pointed out before, and I'll point out now again that YouTube is nice. And yes, it's fun, and we do have a good time, and we meet some good people. But at the end of the day, this is still just a hobby, right? This is not a lifestyle. This is not my life. This is not a lot of us, creators or content creators, whatever you want to call. This is not what we do for a living. Although you would never fucking know it sometimes for the amount of hours we plaster our faces out here. um, this isn't what we do for a living. What I do for a living is I drive a truck. Who I am is defined by my family, my marriage, my wife, my kids, my family. That defines who I am. What I am is a truck driver. Who I am is a father, a husband, and whatnot like that. So, um, YouTube is a little farther down the list of things that my for my responsibilities of what I'm responsible to. There we go. So I always watch when we get to this point here because the lanes, all of a sudden, the lanes just split. So the left lane there is now the hammer lane, is now the center lane, and there's no trucks in the far left. But all of these guys panic and lose their shit. See, it just happened. The guy with the pickup behind me, pulling the little camper van, wasn't sure which lane he wanted to be in because he was in the hammer lane. Then the hammer lane ended, became the middle lane, and he wanted to be in the hammer lane again, and it didn't work out for him. So everybody wants to be a hammer. Well, you don't need to be a hammer. It's okay to be a fucking screwdriver once in a while. Look at Dewana and Tolga just talking up a storm. I can't read any of those, so just so you guys know, I just too much, too fast, too whatever. I can catch the odd word, but you guys just chit chat, have some fun, have some fun. I'm gonna. What am I gonna do? What am I? Where am I? What exit am I? I'm at 613. I got to go to 696. Right. So here we go. We got about 45 minutes, and we'll be up at our exit off to the yard. We'll see how that goes. I did not sleep worth a damn last night. Um, it's odd when I sleep in our bed at home and my wife's not in it, right? I don't sleep well, right? I had all the cats, or most of the cats, both dogs. Everybody was in the bed with me except for Dar, and I just didn't sleep well, right? But in the truck, I guess my body knows that you're sleeping by yourself. You're sleeping. This is your job, and you sleep by yourself. But when I'm at home, it's almost like my subconscious has that expectation that my wife is going to be sleeping in bed with me, and she wasn't. Right? She was working last night. Yeah, she was working it, baby, working, bringing that money home last night. Yeah, she'll kick me in the dick later, but no. So I had to sleep alone, and I didn't sleep worth a damn last night. I woke up this morning. I was more tired this morning than I was when I went to bed last night. So, and I was actually miserable yesterday. right? Before I started that live, I was actually foul because I had worked, right? I'd been up since 1 o'clock, or actually about 12:30, and then I went and did one single run, and then came home, and then I had a nap. Now, usually a short nap doesn't bother me. I can have a nap, get up, and I'm okay. I'm refreshed. I feel all right. But I ended up having a 4 hour nap. So that was more of a sleep, right? And I had the nap, and Dar woke me up, and it was like, I let you sleep. I know you wanted to sleep for only a couple hours, but I let you sleep. And it was like, I just came out of like hibernation. I was just a bear. I was miserable. It took me about probably about an hour to get my attitude readjusted last night. Before I started that live, I was like, oh, okay. I was seriously thinking, what's going on, Bob? I was seriously thinking of just canceling it. Right? That's how foul I was last night. And then Sterling, hey, what's going on? We good? You going on? Okay. Yep. Send me the link. Yep. I was like, fuck, I'm committed. Right? I'm committed. So now I'm walking around the house going, God damn it. Now I got to go. Now I got to do live. That damn Sterling. Well, it was probably best that he did what he did because it worked. I was foul, but the live went off really well and we were happy with it. So, and I think we talked about and resolved a few things about the trolls and the moderators and the expectations and what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable. Look at that. The little bastard. He took all the badges off it and then threw the fake spoiler on the back of it and the back end fake kit on the back of that Beamer, right? And he's trying to make himself like a 535 and he's got is fuck, I don't know, like a 3 something. I hate it when people do that. And they take all the badges off so you can't tell. It's like, it's still a BMW. Yeah, okay, big deal, but come on, dink. Anyway, what the hell was I talking about? I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. Not important. Oh, trolls. See, they're not important. Trolls are not important. So we were. I think nailed that out. Although it was odd at one point, right? I'm hosting the show, and I was totally good with this. I don't know how it happened, but it did. At one point, the show kind of turned around. Sterling took over the hosting, and it was almost like he was interviewing me. He was asking me questions, and they were really good, well thought out questions. And I'm just like, hey, wait a minute here. And then I realized, well, wait, this is really good. This is really good. And so it's just like, hey, the floor is yours if you want it, Sterling. Go for it. And he did, and he took it and ran with it, and he did a great job. He did a great job. I was actually quite happy to let him take the reins and go with it. So good for him. Firefighter Bob. I went through my channel, and most people, don't take this personally, okay? Most people lost their wrenches. There are a few on my channel that still have them, um, but most people lost them. Most people lost them, and the reason being was that we're gonna get back to doing things a little simpler in the way we used to do it. Um, you obviously know or you are aware of maybe the incident that happened over on Ernie's channel on Thursday. Was it Thursday? And it was one of my people over there, and unfortunately, that happened. And as a result, we Dara and I kind of rethought the way we've got our channel set up. And there are when we and Bob, just so you know, there are people yet to still lose their wrenches. We just didn't get there. We had to do this in two part, so and we didn't have time. So, but basically, by the time we're done, Bob, mostly everybody will lose their wrench. Okay. Tolga is our main moderator. He will be wrenched up. Dar, of course, and there will probably be two or three others that are trusted as moderators. And but everybody's eventually going to lose their wrench when we get to it, and that's just to make sure that everybody's on a level playing field. And the moderators will. It was if you were in our chat last night. We've kind of set the boundaries of what moderators are going to do and when they are going to intervene, what time, how far somebody's allowed to go before the moderators intervene, and that's kind of what we did, and that's kind of what we did. So, and that's the road we're going. We're not. I, I originally gave you guys all wrenches so that it would be easy for you guys to just you can put your own channel links up if you had channels. You could go check out other channels if somebody, you saw somebody and you wanted to see if they had a channel, you touch on their name if they had a wrench. But on the other hand, if moderators, people with wrenches, and they get out of hand, how do you control them? I'm not always in a position to control them because I'm busy doing something else here. And if Tolga misses it or whatever, shit like that taken care of. So I think that the best thing to do is just make sure that nobody has a wrench and everybody's on a level playing field. And that way the respect level for everybody is equal. And we're basically starting from scratch, right? Everybody's starting from scratch. There's no hard feelings here. If you lost your wrench, it's not because Dar and I were sitting there going, look at that loser. Let's take his fucking wrench. No, everybody's losing their wrenches. There's a few in here that still got them, but they'll probably be losing theirs too, um, because we just didn't get to, and there were certain other things that were happening. So um, that is why. That's you asked a short question, Bob. I gave you a long answer. So there you go. Okay, nothing personal. Um, I've got longtime people that have been with my channel for a lot of years that don't have wrenches. One of them is right there. I'm looking at her right there, Lady Boomer, right? She's been around our channel for fucking years, and her wrench is gone. But I think she understands what we're doing, right? So, and that's why we're doing it. That's why we're doing it. IH, how the hell are you, brother? Good to see you. Guess what, brother? We think we think with about 90% certainty we figured out the fuel tank issue. Got it. I think we got it. And it revealed itself on Thursday. My fuel tanks, I was in the rail yard and the mud is so thick. I mean, it's like cement and it just covers the tank. Absolutely encases the tank and then it dries, right? So it's like your tank is wrapped or covered and encased in cement. And my tank was covered, all totally solid. And then I got down to the plant. I got, offloaded and everything. And then I could see right where I couldn't see where the strap was because it was, like I said, totally encased. But I could see a wet spot coming from underneath. Right. And it wasn't where the cap was. It was where I found out afterwards because I chipped away at it to find out, why it was wet there. And sure as shit, it was where one of the straps was. So I am almost positive that tank has a very, very small leak behind the strap. That's what we are thinking about. That's what we're thinking. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to work. I'm going to fill the tanks tonight, right? Or sorry, not tonight. I'll fill the tanks first thing tomorrow morning. I'll be in the rail yard first thing tomorrow morning. We'll get them all nicely, all nicely gooed up with mud and crap like that, and then we are going to do our work tomorrow and see if the wet spot reveals itself again. And if I can get it to do it 2 or 3 times, then I'm pretty sure that that is my problem. But the spot is exactly where a strap is. So I sense that the reason we couldn't see it or find it or anything like that is because it was behind the strap and we never dropped the tank. So that's where we're sitting with that. I'm hoping that this is a situation, right? I'm hoping this is the situation. If it's behind the strap, I don't know if I want to have that have them put a patch on it, like weld a small little patch on it, or JB weld it or whatever. Um, I think if it's behind a strap, I think I'd be able to feel much better just putting a new tank on it. That's just me personally. Um, and also depending on the size of it. So that's kind of where we're thinking there, man. That's kind of where we're thinking. What's going on, James? How the hell are you? What's up, 2-4? 2-4 in the door, out the door. Hit the floor. 2-4 hit the floor. Man, you could go all fucking day with that name. Jesus. Hey? Holy crap. James is here. My second son does my videos. He is only 11, but I'm only 20. So I'm only 27. Woo! Were you popping him out early, eh? 4:37, Shim. There's Slim asking the time. Nah, 9:17 in England. There you go. I take no responsibility for your time in England. I can only take responsibility for my time in Canada. So, oh, good day. I just need, you know what I need? I need some goddamn sunshine. I'm even today. I was starting to get a little nippy and a little cranky and whatever today. Um, I think what it is, I just need some goddamn sunshine. I need some sunshine. Sunshine makes me happy. I need vitamin D. Find a good. You know what? I would do that. Um, but what are the? What do you do if we looked? Dar was looking and she found a couple of them for like $600, like used, not new, used tanks, right? And she found them, and it's like, okay, so what do you do if you buy a used tank? There's no guarantee on it. There's no warranty on it. There's no, you know, and if it's got a hole or if it's got a leak or it's got a fucking problem, like I don't know how I feel about that. In some things, are some things like skirts and panels and shit like that, and certain other things. Yeah, I got no problem going to a wrecker. We have a really big one up here in Kingston. Um, you know, I got no problem for that kind of thing. But for like fuel tanks or shit like that, where you know, are you gonna put your reputation and put warranty on to give me a 30-day warranty? I only need 3 days to find out if your tank is leaking. So I'll find out tomorrow. But it makes perfect sense, right? All it takes is a pinhole prick in that tank, right? Which would let the air out, which would then unbalance and unequalize the tanks, forcing all the fuel back over there. While both tanks are under pressure, if one of them is leaking, all of the fuel or most of the fuel is going to work its way over to the tank that's leaking. And sure as shit, looks like we got a wet spot on the tank. That's something I never thought I'd be saying out loud. Hey, my truck's got a wet spot on the tank. So now I gotta buy a new tank and I gotta buy a new driver's seat. I need a new driver's seat. This one here is done, finished, kaput. So I need new driver's seat. Anybody recommend? Like I personally would like the new Bose. Unfortunately, I'm not spending $5,500 for it. We were looking at the range of minimizers today. Um, they weren't bad. They weren't bad. They weren't badly priced. I can get one that has everything on it, pretty much all of the features, plus heating, cooling, and massage for 2,200 and something, 22 whatever Canadian. minimizer. So I'm like, okay, that's not bad. 2,200 bucks. You know, you think about it though, hey guys, if you're not a truck driver right now and you're sitting here listening to me talk about buying a driving seat for 2,200 bucks, you're probably shaking your head going, are you freaking kidding me? $2,200 for a seat? Yeah. Yeah, it's 22 and that's not for a top of the line. That's not for a top of the line. That's like the minimizer brand or range are the middle of the pack seats, right? They're not the bottom garbage like the legends are and shit like that, where they're just crap. But they're not the top of the line either, where you're into, you know, four, five, $6,000 for seats. But yeah, 20, I think it's all in is like 2,200 bucks. I might be able to get a bit of a discount on that. I got to talk to our shop. If Freightliner or Peterbilt, if either of them carry those lines, I can order it through our shop, and I'll get about 12. I get like a 12%, you know, fleet discount off if I use our shop to buy it, and then I just pay our shop for the price. So I'll take 12% off, man. You want to give me 12%? It's only 12%. Some people are like, well, why? Why would you? It's only 12. You know what? I'll take the 12%. If you're willing to throw away 12%, just stroke a check for that. I'll take it. Stroke the check and send it to me. I'll take the 12%. So there's Dirty Curdy. There's Dirty Curdy. What's going on there, boy? You doing all right? Maybe that spray Flex Seal would work on the tank. I don't know. I never even thought of that. Mr. B, when it comes to stuff like that, I don't want to mess around with it. I don't want to try something and maybe it works and maybe it doesn't. I know buying a new tank will work. It's a new tank, right? So I know it works. I know, depending on the size of the hole and you know who does it, blah blah blah. I know that you can put a very small patch on something like that. Although they don't recommend you try it or do it when you know if it's behind a strap. You don't put patches behind straps. So I don't know. I don't know that Flex Seal stuff. I don't know. It's good, you know. Flex Seal. I don't know how well is it gonna work. You know, diesel can be corrosive over time, right? It'll chew through just about anything after enough time. So we all have the sunshine that you need for 23 degrees. Yeah, I know what. I appreciate that. You guys are all the sunshine of my life. Okay, well, that's all not. I'm gonna throw up in my own mouth here. 95 at Boomer's place. Yeah, Boomer, you know what you can do with your 95, right? You know where you can stick it. You know where you can stick that sunshine. MP8-455 is in the house. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, that's DD15. No, no, no. MP8 455 HP. Come on, bud. What are you waiting for? MP8 455 HP. DD15's here. What's going on, my brother? Hopefully you're well. I've seen you around today. You've been up and around. Good to see you. I turned off my heat last week and I turned it back on this week. Dar's had the heat off for a week. Well, she informed me today that the heat's been off for a week. Well, how the hell would I know? I left the house last week and I only got back this week and it wasn't that cold and I only slept you know, I only slept for one night in the house and I had Dar's electric blanket anyway. So, eh, everybody else in the house might have been cold, but not me. Not me. Yeah. Just so everybody knows, DD15 bought himself a nice Mac Anthem. Got himself a beautiful Mac Anthem. But he's no longer pushing a Detroit DD15 engine, right? That's why I'm calling him MP8 455, right? He now has the Mac Vision or the Mac Anthem, the Mac MP8 motor at 455 horsepower. So if you're wondering why I'm making fun of him, I'm not making fun of him. That's his new name. He just doesn't know it yet. We wrapped him up and we rebranded him. That's what we did. We wrapped him up and rebranded him. Eventually, he'll get the hint and he'll come back in and he'll go. It'll say MP8 455 HP or just MP8. You could go just MP8. I think we'd get it. I think we'd get it. MP8. You could have been DD. You could have been DD15. 505. I know you've been having to work on the tanks. Think it was like three times someone needs to buy a tank, not you, dude. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Um, if I thought I could do it and get away with it, Mr. Bees, I probably would. Honestly, I probably would. Okay, but I went to war with the shop uh, last week over something else, and I didn't back down, and they didn't back down, and it ended up getting escalated, and over $500. Over $500. But I dug my heels in. It's like the mistake was made on your part. I'm not eating $500. I'm not eating a $500 bill. You're gonna make this right. And you know what? Um, Based on that amount of effort and energy to get $500, if I was to go back after them for a tank that they've worked on umpteen times or worked around umpteen times, or it would be a waste of it would be a really big waste of my time and my energy. That's not a battle that I would win. So, and I know that. So it's just not the it's not worth the fucking fight, Mr. Beast. You know, I'll pick my battles. There will be another time. I know it. There will be another time, and you know what? That's when I'll rear up and I'll take a swing and I'll win. But over this one, the tanks, nah, no. It's just easier to fucking drop the panels, pull the straps off it, drop the tank, uh pull the everything out of it and put the new one on. It's just easier for me to do that and walk away. That way, no hard feelings. What's going on, Andy? How the hell are you, brother? I was waving as I went by your place. I'm lying. I didn't. Didn't even think about it. Didn't. I might have tooted. You might have heard it, but I didn't. No. Good to see you, though, man. Thanks for being here. Whew. I wish you guys could actually just feel this. Like, I got no trailer on, right? So I'm bobtailing, and that wind is just ridiculous. And it's not even that hard. Like, look, I don't know how well it shows on you guys, but like if you look around, like it's not like the trees are all blowing over or the branches are all whipping around. It's not. It's just little spots when you're driving. Like right now, it's not bad. But I know as soon as I get up here, the road's bending slightly to the left. As soon as I get around the bend and come off the bend, I'm gonna get blasted with wind, and the truck will be doing the whoop like that. See, see, look, as it happened. There we go. Just waiting for the right time and date to change to MP8. Well, hey, why don't you do a live unveiling right here on the channel? Right? Why don't you come out of the closet right here on the channel? Now's as good a time as any. What do you want? Like a drum roll? I can throw a drum roll at you. You want like a ladies and gentlemen from back in the day who likes to play, formerly known as DD15. Like you want something? I can throw that out there and then bammo, in comes MP8. Telling you, man, you should do that. I don't make that offer to just any Mac driver, not to just any Mac driver. You're special. I hate wind too. Boomer, I hate it. Especially with our vans. All of our vans got skirts on them. And I tell you, man, you got the skirts with a crosswind and a light trailer. It's like a bulletin board, right? It's just a sail out for the wind. It's brutal. If you're going into the wind with skirts on it, yeah, the skirts do their job. But if you're taking that wind on the side on either side, let me tell you, man, it is just brutal. I've had trailers with insulation on them, and they're like what 12, 15,000 pounds, and a gust of wind hits the trailer, especially in the winter times, say on the 476 or on 81, and you just watch you look in the mirror and you're watching your trailer slowly just blowing over, right? Slowly. You just and there's fuck all you can do about it. All you can do is just slowly take your foot out of it, you know, give a quick tap on the brakes, maybe hit the spike real quick, straighten yourself out. It's like it's ridiculous. It really is. Nerd in motion. Hello. Yo. Big hello from your favorite country. My favorite country. What, you mean Zimbabwe? Nerd, I thought you were from Great Britain. Well, actually, you were from Britain. We'll leave the great off. There's nothing great about it. he he just choked. He just puked up his fucking tea and biscuit. What did he just say? What did he just say? That's like telling a Frenchman that they have shitty wine. Oh no, you say what? You don't attack our vino. No, 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 no. You not talk about us like that. My name is Huck Jacques Laroc. Sorry, I don't know why I'm sitting here laughing because I'm entertaining myself. I really am. I don't know how much you guys are getting to this, but I'm entertaining the shit out of myself here. Anybody seen? As long as the nerd is here from England, has anybody seen Robert? I have yet to see Rob. I don't. But now, mind you, I'm not really paying attention, but I have yet to see him. All right, let's go. Let's go. This guy in this trailer. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but he's already passed us twice. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, incoming meat wagon, opposite lane. Wow. What'd you do, Tolga? The ambulance is here. What'd you do? I'm good, Tolga. I have an HEV class one retest tomorrow at lunchtime. I better pass it. Costs a fortune to retake. Well, then don't pass it, right? It's movie day at the Bees today. There you go, brother. You go watch a movie, right? Um, be good. Um, keep up the great work, buddy. Love what you're doing. Appreciate it. Love what you're doing. Hey, man, how you doing? You snuck in, I see there. Someone was holding the left lane. Yeah, not me. Wasn't me. Prove it. Prove it. Wasn't me. Sorry, no speak English. No speak English. Sick bastard. What's going on, buddy? You are one sick bastard. Oh, damn, man. Did you see what I put? I didn't see anything. I hope you're not talking. I don't know if you're talking to me or not. If you guys are talking to me, I'm missing half your comments. I got too much traffic around me. I got too many stupid people doing stupid shit. So I don't know what. Here we go again. Do 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 do. Mano mano. Okay. So, anybody want to try to figure out what this guy's gig is? Anybody with the trailer? There he is again, having a good old time. You know, Quebec plates. Your dad got a 60-inch sturgeon on the Detroit River. What a shame you couldn't eat it. You could eat it, but you'd probably grow a tail. No, it was not a hot shot. It was a guy and his wife with their own, personal fucking trailer. But I don't know what the deal is. He just keeps, he passes me, then backs it out and goes behind, then passes me. And what's that? The third or fourth time he's gone around us. It's like, dude, like your trailer's really not that nice. I don't need to look at it that many times. I think I'll pass, Curtis. I think I'll pass. I don't want to embarrass anybody. Okay, so I think in all fairness, it's only fair that you know you guys take care of that and handle that and have your thing because if I turn up, it won't be Curtis's orgy anymore. It'll turn out, it'll turn into a wheel burner thing. And then, you'll lose control. You'll be pissed off. Your feelings will be hurt, because, you're just, Curtis and I'm, wheel burner. And it's unfortunate. So I think I'll stay away. I think I'll just stay away and let it be your thing, right? Let it be your thing. And you know what though? Hey, I'll be looking forward to all the highlight reels. All the highlight reels. Make sure they come. We'll be happy to, Dara and I will be happy to take care of those and look at those. But will we be there? No. Unfortunately, my friend, no. Thank you though. We appreciate the offer. We do. But just by chance, if anybody sees Dar there and I'm not there, you better send me a text so I know where my wife is. All right. Tolga. No shit, eh? Oh. Curtis, where would you even have an orgy anyway? You couldn't have one at your own at the residence you're at now. What are you gonna rent a Hilton? A room at the Hilton? how many ganders, Curtis? Here you go. There you go. Nerd in motion. He's coming from across the pond. He's gonna make an appearance at Curdy's event. There you go. Only 20 likes. Hold down, you hold the screen down and like the stream. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I really don't. It's like I almost got to beg for likes. I really do. I got the I could have 20,000 views on the video and there'll be 60 likes, 50 likes. It's like I don't know. People, I just got to squeeze. I won't beg for it. Like there are other guys out here that are every 2 minutes. Make sure you're hitting that like. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I don't do that. right? I leave that to you. If you want to hit the like, you want to hit the subscribe, that's fine. It's entirely up to you. Every once in a while, I might ask you to hit the like button, depending on how many people are in here, but I'm not begging anybody for a like. But for the love of Christ, like, you hit the fucking like button, please. It does make a difference to us. It does help us with the algorithm. It does show YouTube that there is a reaction to what you are doing, and people are reacting positively to what you're doing and the content that you're putting out. And so it helps us. Don't get me wrong; it doesn't make us any money. There could be 20,000 views on this, and there could be 20,000 likes. That ain't gonna make me a penny. But it does help me in my placement of my channel on the YouTube algorithm. So that's all. That's all. It's do this little thing for me today, and help me out while I try to build my channel up. And then once the channel's bigger and it's doing better and it's supporting itself, then I'll start taking care of you. I appreciate people that help me. If you get me to this level, hey, at some point or another, I'll come back and, I'll show my appreciation back to you. Dara and I try to do that as much as we can now anyway, right? We throw out t-shirts, we throw out decals, we throw out fucking whatever we've got. If we've got it at the house, we try to give it out and throw it out to people just to show our appreciation. It's not a lot. It's just a t-shirt, but at least it's something. There you go, nerd. There you go, nerd. If any of you's in here got channels, Humberto, throw your link up. Feel free. You know, anybody else with a channel, feel free to throw it up, man. Throw up your link. We got if you actually I never thought of that. Hold on. You can't. If you don't have a wrench, you can't throw up a link. But um, if one of our moderators has time to do it, you can maybe ask them to throw up your link. Hey, Paul Bunyan, I appreciate it. I do. When I look down and I see people like you and other people that throw that out there, encouraging other people to hit the link, or sorry, to hit the link, hit the like. Um, I appreciate that. I truly do, because it shows that you love me. You really, really love me. Has anyone got Spotify? I have a pretty good country playlist I have been making for the last 5 years. I don't have a playlist for the last 5 years. I've got ridiculous amounts of music on my phone. Actually, I guess I would have to say most of the memory storage on my phone. I got the 200 and whatever gig phone for the Apple iPhone, and I would probably say most of my storage on that phone is my music. Um, Videos, whenever I make a video on the phone, it doesn't stay on the phone. Either goes up to the cloud or it gets exported over to Darlene and it goes onto her computer at home. So it comes off of mine. So I don't have a lot of videos or photos and all that kind of shit stored on my phone. But music, damn, I've got hours of music, man. I mean hours. I can start my music and probably on right now on Sunday, and I could let it play nonstop. And by the time I parked my truck next Friday afternoon, we wouldn't have heard every song that's on my playlist, and it could have played 24 hours a day for the whole time. So, yeah, Curdy's channel link. There you go. Throw it up there. Everybody's everybody take a look at Dirty Curdy. Appreciate that, eh? Oh, now look at him. Now he's double dipping. Now Curtis is double dipping. Now he's throwing up clips. I'm telling you. Well, this is our exit. I really wish I could take the phone and show you. Like the people that go by me, like if you're a truck driver, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. But there's a little white car, a little Mazda, whatever, beside me. Actually, it's coming up in front of me. But there's I don't know, maybe a late teen, maybe early 20s young lady sitting in the passenger seat, and she looks up at me, and I just look down at her, and I'm talking to you, and I look down, and she looks at me in the face. I look her right in the eye. We're sitting there looking at each other for about, I don't know, 2 seconds. She just gives me a little smile and carries on. Now, no, she wasn't making a pass at me, but she just realized, look at, there's this old guy, because I look old. I'm not really old, but I look old. She probably realized there's this old guy up there driving a truck. That's kind of cool. I like that. It's well, it's a lot better that when they look up at you and they give you the finger and tell you what to do with yourself. You know, that I'm not overly fond of. You miss him, eh? IH, he's still going. He's over on Rumble. He's over on Rumble. Now, mind you, he's not. I looked actually today. I checked on him today. Checked his channel. Um, his last live was, I think, a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it's like 10 days ago or something like that. He is over on Rumble. He's going to start over there. I guess he's going to start all over again. But yeah, that's where he's at. That's where he's at. He's as far as I know, I haven't spoken since he's made the jump. I have not spoken to him personally. I've been meaning to call him, right? I just one of those things where, I haven't made the time to do it. So I should. I'm just curious, just like everybody else. How you doing? What's going on? How's the new channel? Blah blah blah. Now, mind you, I'm not telling any of you. That's between him and I, of course. But hold on, I just had my bottle of Windex fall down and hit me in the leg for fuck's sakes. Ow. Ow. That hurt. Ow. Okay, you need to back up, back up, back up, back up. There we go, homeboy Roy. There you go. That's a Cadillac, but this is a Freightliner. You're a big man. I'm a big truck. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Be grateful. Be grateful. I could have made things a lot worse for you. Okay. This is where you say it, right? This is where you say it. All right, guys, there's 182 of you in here. Hit the like button, please. This is where you say it. Come on. Let's go. Like you people, you all drive like you're 90, but then you realize that they are 90. Sum them up. Boober. All right. All right. Curtis, pay attention. I'm leaving you in charge for 2 minutes, Curtis. 2 minutes. Okay. Do not burn my channel down in 2 minutes. If you do, I can find you. Some Popeyes would be good. I can't stand Popeyes. Be right back. Jesus, here we go. We're here. Stop wondering what happened. Wouldn't you freaking well know it that I go in and the, the debit system, like it's called what Meredith or whatever is the name of the system that they use. It crashed, so they couldn't take debit, couldn't take anything, couldn't take credit card, could only take cash only. And I'm like, well, dude, I'm driving an 18 wheeler. I said, I had to make a deal with them and take now and pay, take now and pay later. So we got it worked out because I am a very trustworthy fellow. I am. Look at my face. You could. This is a face you can trust. This is a face that you can take to the bank to know that when I say, you know what, I'll give you your $50, you'll get your $50. It's not a big deal. That and it doesn't hurt when you're dealing with the owner of the store, right? He's the top guy and he can make those decisions. So it was all right. It was all right, but it was kind of touch and go there for a minute. It's like, hey, come on now, come on now. Like you don't want to see me without my cigar, do you, Mister? I kind of got the sense and the feeling that he didn't. He didn't. He was more, more, more wanting me to walk away a happy customer. Brian's getting a nice 24 Peterbilt fire truck. Dude, I am not made. I am not built to be a fireman. My That's why I say my hat is off to you guys that do those jobs. Um, I'm not built that way. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do that job the way you guys do. I could. You know what? I could drive the truck. If you want to make me your official like fire truck driver, all I got to do is drive the truck, back it up, move it forward, move it this or that. I'm good. But if you need me to fight fires, climb ladders, run into burning buildings, you might want to ask somebody. You might want to ask Curtis, or you might want to ask Sterling. It's too early for work. Go back home. Yeah, I don't think I haven't thought of it, buddy. It'd be nice to go home right now. I wouldn't complain to be able to go home and spend another day or another evening with Dar. Officer, officer, keep going, officer. There we go. You know what I want to do, Sterling? What you know what I want to do is I want to be the old fire engines, and they'd have the engineer or the engine on the front and everything, but then they'd have the steering axle on the very rear of the trailer because it was so long and it's the only way they could get it around. I want to be that guy on the very end, on the back of that thing, driving and steering the back end of that thing. I want to be that guy. I think that would be that would be a party on wheels right there. That's just my opinion. Um, you know, but I think it would be a damn good time, man, driving that. Fire truck races through the streets. I win. I win. No questions asked. I win. Oh, here we go. This time I know where I left my trailer. It seems every Sunday I come up here. It's like, hey guys, where did I leave my trailer? Now, this time we know where I left my trailer. At least I did. There it is. There it is. Right where I left it. And so it should be. Well, do we pin it or not? Yeah, I think we got it. There we go. We got it. Turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. We can turn that off. There we go. Like I said, guys, just a short one today. Hey, just a short one. We're not getting out of hand. We're not getting crazy. Oh, I see people telling each other they love. Yeah, I would. I'd be exactly rig pig. I'd be drifting the piss out of that fire truck. There'd very first, very first one with me driving the back end. What do you call the guy on the back? There, I know. I think there's a name. There's a name for it. I can't remember what the name is. He has a specific name for that position, that driver. I just love to do it though. I'm the best truck driver that ever lived, Tyke. Read the graffiti in London. More like the inside of the bathroom stalls in the men's room, maybe. IH made in Michigan, firefighter Bob. Around Flint, I believe. Oh, you guys are talking about where the fire trucks are made. Dar likes watching her man in prison. It's kind of weird, actually. Sterling, nobody was supposed to know that. Okay? Nobody was supposed to know that. Prison men are where it's at. There you go. See? Hey, these tats I wear and everything, it's not because, it's not because I wear them. It's they're prison tats. They're in disguise, though. They're incognito, right? They're prison tats. They tell you different stories of my life while I'm in prison, and my woman thinks it's hot. You look like Santa Claus on drugs. Thanks, Bob. I haven't said anything nasty about you in the last hour. Time for me to go to work. One pick, seven drops. Have a great evening, everyone. Cheap freight hauler. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it, man. Of course, there's Pumanic. Wherever there's Dirty Curdy, there's going to be Pumanic. There she is. Oh, look. It's an ape on the screen. Funny, funny, funny. What's going on, Andy? How are you? Umberto. Amen. Good to see you, sir. Thanks, man. I live in my prison cab, but I've never done time in a penitentiary. Well, I won't say anything. What is your cigar budget per week? Oh man, y- that's a bad question to ask because right underneath your comment, I knew she'd get to it. She was waiting for somebody to say something. Yeah, matter of fact, she's been waiting for a fucking year for somebody to ask a question like that. last week it is. It's supposed to be $100. Come here, die, you little bastard. And we got him. Supposed to be $100. But then last week, I had 7 cigars out of a select bunch that it all split. I had to throw them out. They were garbage. So I lost 7 out of my 20, right? So I had 13. So I ended up having to I bought 4 more, but I didn't buy them from my regular place. I ended up getting 4 of them from duty free on the US side coming back into Canada. And I ended up paying like $50 for 4 cigars. So there was 150, and then there was another 50, another 30, so there was 180, and then yeah, so I damn near blew through $200 this week on sticks, on sticks. Usually I can keep it at about $93, $94. Usually. But the last couple of weeks, I don't know what's been going on. Like I said, last week I had 7 cigars, all 5. I had to throw them in the garbage. That was heartbreaking. But hey, I can keep it 93, anywhere from 93 to 83 to $93 is where I'm usually sitting every week. Unfortunately, last week blew the budget. Blew the budget. Cigar abuse. Yeah, well. Yeah, Brian. Bullshit. You buy because you want to, not for that, but what? Yeah. Bullshit. You buy because you want to, not for that, but that is what you told Dar. No. Berto, about something like that, I'd have no reason not to tell her the truth. If 7 cigars are busted and I got to throw them out, you know, what's it gonna do? Well, there's no sense. What is your MPG and Dr. Pepper per week? Um, I did really well last week because I started last week with um, a case that I think it had 4 in it. Right, there was 4 in it, and then Dar gave me a full case. So I actually didn't finish the previous case. I had 4 in it, and then Dar gave me a case. And then, as it turns out, right, out of that case, so here's the second one. So there's only 4 missing out of this one. So that would equal 8. And Dar handed me a new case today. So actually, my MPG, mile per gallon, on the Dr. Pepper, I bet you I've got almost. If I took 4 out of the new case, then I'd have, was there 12? So 12 minus 4 is 8. So I got 20 cans of pop here. That's way more than I drink. That's way more than I drink in a week. So I've been actually cutting my Dr. Pepper back over the last couple of weeks, and it's been it's been it's been showing on me physically because I'm slowly transforming into an alien. But slowly, my weight is slowly dropping, and I think it has to do with the amount of crap I'm putting in myself. Now, although Dar got a little pissed because I'm dropping weight, and I ate McDonald's twice last week, right? And I mean, like, I ate McDonald's. I didn't just have like a little no cheeseburger. So yeah, and I got no problem. Humberto, she wants to go to Iceland. She can go to Iceland, Greenland, fucking Finland, Australian land, fucking Sterling land. I don't care. Go wherever she wants. Um, I smoke cigars. If my wife wants to balance that out as take what I smoke over the span of a year, and she wants to take a trip to Finland, or sorry, to Iceland, knock yourself out, baby. I have I have never, and you can ask her. Humberto, you can ask Dar, and she'll tell you 100% in this chat. I've never said no to that woman about something like that. She wants to do something like that, anything she wants to do, go for it, babe. Don't care. Not that I don't care, but I'm on board with it, right? I've got my little habit, and if if your little habit wants to balance out my little habit, have at her. Have you ever had Dr. Pepper Cherry? Try it. It's good. I've had Dr. Pepper Cherry. I've had the cream soda. Cream soda is so good. I cannot get the cream soda in Canada. I can only get it in the US, but that cream soda is so frickin' good. Love it. You cut off all your soda? Yeah, well, I haven't cut mine off, but I've really cut mine down because I used to be that if I had 20 cans of pop, I drink 20 cans of pop. Right now, here it was. I had 1.5 cases of pop when I started this week, and I still came home with almost a full case. So that's good for me. That's good for me. I don't drink pop. Soda for Americans, yeah. Well, soda. Well, they can't talk properly anyway. Sterling, for the last 4 months, I did have a lot of sodas. For now, zero. I'm sorry for paying your McDonald's blast. Yeah, that's the other thing. I didn't even pay for McDonald's. Sterling did. I I agree, Dar. I ate thanks, and he eats chocolate bar every day. Okay, here, Dar, Dar. Put in the chat how many chocolate bars did you send me with today? I won't say another word here. How many chocolate bars did you send with me today? Did I go out the door with today? Be honest, please. I'm not gonna say another thing until Darlene answers that question. How many chocolate? She knows exactly how many chocolate bars she sent me out the door with, and I'm talking like they're full size chocolate bars. Don't be calling me fatty, Jack. You sent him out with five. Okay, you sent me out with five. Hold on. Okay, you sent me out the door with five. Now, what are they? Right? They are these, right? Five of these you sent me out the door with this morning or today. So, one. Never mind. Here. Who's not eating all their chocolate bars? One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. I didn't eat any chocolate bars last week. Five you went out the door with today. Five I had last week. Who's not eating their chocolate bars? Look at that. I got a stack of chocolate bars. Here, Curtis, who you calling fatty, buddy? I cut back on all my pop. I'm not eating all my chocolate bars. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I'm sick and I must be sick and dying of fucking I don't know, a bad case of Curtisitis. I got a bad case of Curtisitis. So there. I don't mean I'm not trying to stick it in anybody's face, but you know, I've still got 10 chocolate bars here and I'm not going to eat 10 chocolate bars this week. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I don't mind the no-name chocolate bars. I don't mind them because all I like is simple milk chocolate, right? Because I just put it in my mouth, I let it melt, and that's how I eat it. I like what Robert's saying. How come Americans call frozen pop a popsicle, then drink soda? Good question, right? We drink pop in Canada. We drink pop. Soda is we don't use the word soda, right? It's pop. Exactly. Uh, that was 9. What was 9? Get Hershey's, yo. Hershey's is good, but those up here we have like what's called no name or President's Choice, and it's very good. It's very good. It's not like Dollar General cheap garbage shit. It's pretty good stuff. That was 9. See, Brian, where is another 5? No, I've got 10 of them in here. So why didn't you tell me you had more and didn't waste money? I totally forgot. Like I forget about shit like that. Right? Once I'm out of this truck, like why are you asking me questions like you know? Once I'm out of this truck, I don't think about it. I don't want to think about it. I've been in this 10 by 8 by 10 room all week. Once I'm out of it, I'm not really thinking of it. And you're not wasting any money. You didn't waste a penny. They're all perfectly good. So you didn't waste a damn penny. Don't worry about it. He used to get Hershey's, but the way he eats them, I went the cheapos. Eh, what brand is that? And how do I find it? Sterling, I'll mail you one. Brian Dar sent you 5. You already have 5, and now you another 10. So where's the rest? Fatty. You ain't gotta hoard your chocolates. This ain't jail. Well, rig pig, look around, right? You never know, brother. You never know. Doty's here. How you doing, Dodalina? Good to see you. Well, now I don't need to buy any for 2 weeks. No, you probably don't need to buy any for 3 weeks because I'm just not eating it um that intensely, if you want to call it anything, right? I didn't eat. I ate one last week, and it might have been the leftover from the week before, and that's why I've still got 5 from last week and 5 from this week. So, oh really, Humberto? What was in your coffee this morning? Yeah, really, eh? Humberto, you're one to talk about my health. You're not supposed to be drinking coffee there, buddy. No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, sugar or not. Caffeine. Caffeine, boy. Boy. Your comment was censored. We'll say it again. Whisper it in my ear. I won't tell anybody. I'll eat 80%. I can't stand dark chocolate. I don't know how she does that. She eats dark chocolate. Oh, it's so horrible. It is absolutely, in my opinion, it's just absolutely disgusting. Can't stand it. Lint is good. Cadbury too. Lint is good. Um, I do like Lindt. Cadbury's, yeah, of course, is good. Hershey's is good. I just like Cadbury's Dairy Milk, just plain. No, I like caramel. The caramel bar. But I like the Dairy Milk, just a milk chocolate. The Cadbury's Dairy Milk milk chocolate. I love that. That is my favorite chocolate bar. These are growing on me though. This is quite. These are a good second. I like Belgium, but I gotta admit I like Swiss. The Swiss make good chocolate, man. They really do. Oh, really? I really cut the sugar. Well, that's fine. You cut the sugar, but you're supposed to cut the coffee, not just the sugar. Coffee, no caffeine. You know why? Swiss chocolate is too. Yeah, Swiss chocolate is very good. I really do it. Do you take a couple of cases of water with you? I don't drink pop anymore, and I need to lay off the double doubles. This is what I do, right? That's what I take, right? And I think there's 3 of them in here. I got 3 of these. So there's what? That's a 4 liter. So, or a gallon, give or take a gallon. So I take 3 gallons of water. I got 3 of these. So for Americans, I take 3 gallons, or I take 12 liters, and that's what I take for water. And I will usually, In the winter time, my water consumption isn't as high. I'll probably drink one and a half of those in a week. And then in the summertime, no, I'll drink all three of those. Or Dara in the summertime, Dara's giving me 3 or 4 of those a week, and I'm drinking them in the winter or in the summer. Sorry. Water is just important. Yeah, right, Brian. You eat and you buy and you replace to pretend you did not. I'll get. I don't need to do that, buddy, because Dara's fueling her demons. She doesn't need dark chocolate to fuel those demons, buddy. Let me tell you something, Curtis. You know as well as I do. If you eat dark chocolate, you can eat half as much. Dara is smart and beautiful. Oh, Sterling, you are kissing ass beautifully here. Encore, my friend. Encore. Ryan Davidson about to get off. Been a long day. Hey, what you do with your two hands when you're alone in the dark or when you're alone in the car wash, that's entirely up to you. But you didn't have to tell us what you were doing. But if you're leaving because it's been a long day, hey man, thanks for hanging out, Ryan. It's always good to see you, brother. I'm still thinking. I am still thinking about a competition we can come up with between you and Curdy to get the Man Booby of the Year award. We'll work that out. That is no name Swiss, I think. I don't know. I never looked at it. It's no name delicious, right? It's no name delicious. I just ate a big salad. I love salad. I don't mind salad. Brian, you want to try Swedish chocolate? I would love to try. If it's chocolate, Pumanik, if it's chocolate, I'll try any. I'll try as long as it's milk chocolate. Pumanik, it's got to be milk chocolate. It can't be dark or anything funky. As long as it's really good milk chocolate, I'll try Swiss, Swede. I don't care where it's from. German. Have I ever had a Carmelo? The chocolate bar Carmelo? I think so. I think so. I've heard of it, so I think I've probably had it. I have natural juice and water. Pumanik is my Swedish chocolate, and you are her Swedish meatball. 12 liters. Yeah, but I can easily drink 12 liters. The sugar is worse than caffeine for his blood pressure. I know, but the caffeine's still not. It's still not recommended. Curtis, is she invited to your party? Oh, you better know she'll be the fucking center of his party. She'll show up with a whole SWAT team. I'm smoking cream cheese on a hickory. Oh wow, I like the sound of that. This coffee, not strong dar, is the Timmy's, plus have milk also, and we'll. IH guy, yeah, she'll be the cameraman. That's awesome. A&W coffee is great. Eh. Chocolate is an amazing health food. Less sugar is better, but munch those bars. Chocolate helps you get a big boner. Why do you think I got 10 chocolate bars in the freezer, buddy? Right? I eat all 10 of those chocolate bars and I come rolling into Dar on Friday. Dude, that's how you that is a surefire way to nail your woman to the wall on Friday night, right? I guarantee you, my wife's got a headache, and it's nobody's punching her in the head. It's from her bouncing her head off the headboard. Humberto is blood pressure issue in your family. You have some of the best milk chocolate. Well, Pemanik, I got no problem. I got no problem eating Swedish chocolate. If you've got it, you want to send it, or if or there are stores here for that we can get your in Canada. Believe it or not, we can get a lot of European stuff. Put the name of some chocolate, like some Swedish chocolate manufacturers. I can probably go into some of these European stores uh, and probably find it. So it's good, eh? Okay, Bob, I'll take your word for it. Shane, what cigar is that? This is called a Main Street. It's a Cuban. It's a house blend from where I bought it from. There's a cigar place in Brockville where I am. I'm in Brockville, Ontario, and they actually have their own home blend of cigars, and they have their own facility in Cuba. Because we're in Canada, we can do this. They have their own facility in Cuba, so it is their blend, their name, um, their everything. And you know what, it's a really good stick. It's not an overly hard stick to smoke. It's probably got three distinctive flavor changes, and you might actually get a hint of a fourth in there. They're not bad. They're not bad, and you know what? They're not badly priced. They're 15, 15. These are $15 Canadian. Canadian. So not a bad cigar. I like them. I like them. But up here you can go into I could have gone in there and they got Cohibas and Monties and shit like that, and I'm finding a lot of the Cuban cigars, the top end Cuban cigars, just aren't cutting it anymore. A lot of the Dominicans, but mostly the Hondurans and Nicaraguans are now making cigars better than the Cubans. I just happen to like this particular Cuban blend. It really is a very good cigar for bang for buck. It's very good. The ladies used to call you milk chocolate. Now what do they call you? Cream between? Hit the like button, newcomers. Thank you, Dar. Pragmatic, I will bring extra chocolate over when I go over this summer. Then I can send it to you. You have tried, have, have you tried licorice? Oh, God, yeah. Love licorice. Like real licorice? Not this shit like Twizzlers or like real licorice. Love it. Love it. Yes, I've tried it. Humberto, what are you guys diagnosing Humberto over there? Hey? Coffee is bad, Robert, if you are suffering with high blood pressure. Yeah, IH is right. I agree, Humberto. Stress is bad for blood pressures. Coffee is not going to help you. Even if you take the sugar out of it, coffee still ain't going to help you. Uh, yeah, in the last 4 months. No wonder why you guys like automatic transmissions. Your right hand is busy doing something else. What? Flick, hold on my cigar. I don't know what you're thinking there, Doty. Did you really think something that dirty? Come on, Dodolina. Clean it up. Oh, my God. I'm embarrassed. Now blood pressure is normal and I'm going to keep it like that. Well, that's good. I still ain't tried a big cigar too for you. Got to try one. You got to try one. I was having technical difficulties today. I got your email and I replied to you and sent you an email back. Um, I'm not sure if you got it. Can you actually confirm that you got that email? You don't have to disclose what we were talking about, but I just want to make sure you got it because I don't want you to think I hung you out to dry. You sent me an email and I didn't respond to it. So I miss a manual transmission. So do I. So do I. I miss a manual transmission too, but I'd rather have the automatic for financial reasons. Did you write Tootsie? Does that say Tootsie Roll after the C my parts? That's what we're looking at, Dar. Have a little titty contest, right? Humberto. What cigar are you holding, Brian? After you smoke that one? No, I got a couple of these. These are Main Streets. They're actually really good. You guys, there's a really good cigar shop up in Brockville, Ontario. Here, if you're ever going by and you smoke cigars, go in there. Um, it's just a small time operation. They're not a big time place or nothing like that. But I think they are going more for quality than quantity, right? And I like that. I like that. I like the fact that they've got, a really well built walk in humidor. They've got really well built facilities. The people that are working there are very knowledgeable. Like you can talk about cigars and they actually know what the fuck they're talking about. A lot of places you walk in and you say, "What do you recommend this? Do you recommend that?" And there's some 18-year-old behind the counter going, "I don't know. I smoke pot." And it's like, "What are you doing here?" Our town was famous for licorice. We used to dig up the roots from old fields and sell the roots when we were kids. Entrepreneurs when we were 9 years old. Yeah, my mom is a big fan of real licorice. And we were given like real licorice as kids, and I loved it. My brother not so much. But I really grew to love it. You're the one talking about chocolate and nailing your wife to the wall. Yeah, all right, I'm busted. I'm busted. But nowhere did I so nowhere in that comment, Dodie, did I mention an automatic transmission or what I was doing with my right hand, right? Dar, please, you'll rise again on the third day like Jesus. Good to hear you back from good to hear back. Okay, so you did get it back. Or you did get an email back. All right, I'm glad. I I'm I can manage my phone and my accounts, different emails and this and that. So but when something goes wrong, too far, when something goes wrong, dude, I'm at the mercy of technology. Like I'm phoning, 1-800 come fix my shit. I'm phoning somebody because I don't know jack. I really truly don't. So I personally like duct tape, Dar. Oh, what the hell are you guys talking about? Curtis, you give me a 2-4. Good to hear. Yeah, okay. Dar, I have an idea for you. Brian spent 400 a month on cigars. You save 400 apart after you go on vacation to Iceland and Brian working. That's fine. That's fine. She can go if I spend $1,000 a month on cigars, she's free to take $1,000 trip. I'm good with that. I've never in my life ever stood in my wife's way of her wanting to do something. If she wants to go on a vacation, I support that. She wants to change her business and change careers. I've supported that. I'm not one of those men that has to do tit for tat. You do this, I do that. You do this. I don't give a shit. If you want to go on vacation, go on vacation. You want to go to Iceland, Greenland, you want to go up there and stroke polar bears. I don't care. Just be safe about it. And wear a condom. He doesn't drink Labatt's Blue. I think he's a Molson boy. I think he's a Molson boy. What's going on, brother? Did, Steve's here. I guess that means it's getting late. What time is it? 6 o'clock. There you go. We got it. We've been here. We've been here exactly 2 hours. Exactly 2 hours. So do me a favor. There's 28 in here. We got 37 likes. Let's get to 40. Get me 40 likes so I can end the show on 40 likes. Keith's IPA. Oh my God. Keith. Nobody drinks Keith's. That's like when you go to Australia and you order a Foster's Lager and they laugh at you. Nobody drinks fucking Keith's. I'm in here. Well, I can't help that you're in here. I'm glad you are though. If a fire breaks out, you're the first fucking guy I'm calling. Just playing a game. I do that as well sometimes, right? Because on the iPhone, you can move, like I can watch YouTube. I can watch, say I'm watching Sterling. I can watch Sterling and move the box up to the corner and do something else on my phone, right? So I do that quite often, right? I'll be watching Sterling, but I'll be playing a game at the same time. You can't see the chat, but that's okay. You don't always necessarily have to do that. So you don't drink Keiths. Just lie. Tell them you're a Bud baby. Just admit it. You drink Budweiser, 2-4. Actually, you drink Bud Light. and you wear skirts. If you don't want to end the show under 40 likes, we all withdraw our likes. Well, like I said, there's 37. We need 3 more likes. Scott, go hit the like button. Go hit that like button. Hi, Brian and Dar. Phone crapped out again. Sorry, now you're going. There's 39. I knew it. I knew it. Pamatic, go hit the like button. I'm going to bring so much chocolate that customs might get concerned about my arrival. That's okay. Just give them my name. Just give them my name. Tell them you're bringing it to the wheel burner. They'll just sit there and go, oh, no problem. No problem. It's all good. What's wrong with Keith's? It was horrible beer back when I drank. It's probably horrible beer now. IH guy, Bud is brewed by Labatt's in Canada. Is it Labatt's? I know that Coors and Coors Light in Canada are brewed by Molson. Does Bud do Labatt's? That would explain the flavor difference between, the Budweiser in the United States and the Budweiser in Canada. Somebody just unliked. You dirty rotten bastards. There was 40 in there. There was 40 in there. They're now back down to 39. You dirty bastard. Scott, what do you use for a camera? Um, on here, um, sorry, a little fucking bug. On here, this is just an iPhone. I've got an iPhone 13 that I do this on. But if I want to do any serious filming, right? I've got a GoPro and I've got different mounting places, so I can mount my GoPro here, or I've got that one there, and this one here. I can actually move it and it'll hold. This one's really good, so when you get pulled over by the DOT, right, you can turn the camera around and have it actually facing out the door, right? So I just use a GoPros and I use my iPhone 13. Um, Really, that's all we use. The quality is good enough. If my channel blows up and I end up with some big time channel and we can afford to spend some money on some good digital equipment, then I will. But for the time being, why? Right? For the time being, why? If my phone works, um, why not? You know, the Apple does make a good camera. Like, and from what I understand, well, this is the 13. Hold on, let's wait for Steve to pull out. I should have cut that fucking wire last night or Friday night. I don't think you're gonna make that, Stevie. I think you're gonna clip that. Come on, get out and take a look. There he goes. He's gonna get out and take a look. Smart boy. Smart boy. I might upgrade Scott to the iPhone 15 because the camera for that is supposed to be spectacular, even better than this one. So, but I'm in no hurry for that. Really, I don't have the desire to go out and spend the money when this one works just fine. I've only had this phone for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, something like that. So, never fear, beer time is here. Atta boy. Labatt's is Bud's Brewers. Yeah, okay. All in London, Ontario. That explains a lot about the people in London, Ontario. Did I get the Corona the other day? The Corona beer? I did have the chance before I quit drinking to drink Corona. Corona had just landed in Canada when I quit drinking back in 1993. Corona had been here for about a year and a bit, and it was a big fucking thing. But back then, we were putting lime in it because you really actually had to put it in there to kill the shit that was in the water. Nowadays, people put lime in Corona. It's a flavor thing. Back then, we were actually putting it in because the beer actually came from Mexico, and it was horrible. It tasted good, but you end up with the shits. Budweiser ain't it. Labatt's is shit. Agreed. Um, will you drive in your undies? You still owe us. I will, Ryan. I will. I will. I'm a man of my word. I will do it. Um, I've got to do it. Tuesday, because I'm not going live tomorrow. Right? I'm not going live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I take Mondays off. It'll have to be Tuesday. All right. So Ryan, remind me again on Tuesday. And I am a man of my word. I asked for 50 likes. We got 50 likes. All right, I'll drive in my underwear. What I'm more concerned about, Ryan, is why you're so desperate to see me driving in my underwear. I don't know. I don't know, man. YouTube does that. Yeah. Your phone has a nice picture. Well, like I said, if there's nothing wrong with the one I've got, this phone's not even like 2 years old. It's a 13. I don't know what it's got this camera, the camera C model 521224-6 decimal point 7. I don't have a clue what it is. All I know is that it has a really good camera, it does a really good job, and it does for what I need it for. Why spend money I don't need to spend? Wheelburner Robin says hi to all of you. He's in a pub right now drinking with all his friends. All right, good for him. I hope he's enjoying himself. I'm not hitting it until I'm not hitting it. I'm not hitting it until I see some undies. Do you own your truck or lease? Both. This deal is a lease to own deal. Um, I wrote this instead of going to the bank and borrowing the money and making it a loan. Pumatic, I went to a finance company and had it written up as a lease, same terms as a loan, a little bit lower interest rate. But because it's a lease, I can write off 100% of the truck payment every month. Whereas if it's just a loan, for the first year you can only write off X amount. Then the second year you can only, and as the years go on, your tax deduction. Now, with the other way of doing it is people have the argument, well, you can, as the years go on, you can write off the depreciation. There's multiple ways to do it. There's many different ways to do it. I'm not saying my way is the right way to do it. I'm not saying the other way is the wrong way to do it. That's just what I do. So, yeah, I've got a leased truck, but it's a lease to own. But I can move this truck wherever I want. I'm at KBD right now. I can leave KBD and go work at Titanium. Leave Titanium, go work at Transex. I can go wherever I want. You know. Gotta go, Bryce. See you later. See you later, Dodie. Uh, Tolga, we'd never guess that. I hear backing up beepers in my sleep for fuck's sakes. Yeah, dude, so do I. No one bests Samsung's ON cameras. Maybe. But the problem is I've got with that is that I've had an iPhone since the very first iPhone, since iPhone 1, literally, okay? And back then it wasn't called iPhone 1. They probably didn't know they were going to make fucking 15 different models. Um, but I've had an iPhone since the very beginning. So it's really, we're talking, you know, what, fucking 10, 15 years, whatever it is. So it's all I know, right? It's all I know. I don't know the Samsung platform, and everything in my house is integrated to Apple. So for me to switch over to Samsung, first of all, I'm going to have to learn a whole new operating system for which I'm not familiar with. And it would take me out of my comfort zone. I wouldn't be comfortable doing it. So, and on top of that, like I said, everything, all of my everything in our entire house, all the kids got iPhones. Dar's got iPhones. We got like our computers are Macs. Everything is Apple. So everything is integrated to Apple. So that's why I'm just, and it's not that important to me. Is it absolutely important to me that you're looking at me right now, like look into your camera or look into your phone, and the camera on my phone shows you what it shows you? If the Samsung is so much better that you can see that little freckle right there, is it that important that you need to see that little freckle? Probably not. Probably not. If it is that important, then you know what? You throw the 1,800 bucks at me, and I'll go buy a Samsung, and I'll do all my lives on a Samsung, and I'll just use my iPhone for business. But until such time, I'm quite happy with this. It's shit compared to Samsung. Okay, okay. I'm not going to get into a pissing war with anybody whether Apple's better, Samsung's better, dude. I don't know. Be honest with you, I don't know who's better. I know which one I like because it's the one I'm using. It's the one I'm using. You know what, IHK, that's not a bad idea. Now, I don't pay for my phones through a phone plan, right? Like I'm with Rogers, but I own the phone, right? I always buy my phone because I can buy this phone. Let's just say I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was probably somewhere about 1,200 bucks. But after 2 years, if I want to go buy another one, I can sell this phone right now. I could sell the phone. I'm not locked into a contract because I own the phone. I'm month to month with Rogers. I can sell this phone, probably make 800 bucks, and then put another 800 bucks and go buy the new phone. So the new phone actually only cost me 800 bucks to buy a $1,600 iPhone 15, because I could sell this one for 700 or 800 bucks. And that's why I do that. I try to use the resale value of the phone that I own, and I've always done that, right? I've never, well, I did way back in the day, but um, I don't put my phone on the plan, right? I call Rogers and go, okay, yeah, I need a plan. This is the plan I want, and you got to send me a card. I've already got the phone, and they send me the SIM card, and we just put the card in and go to town. Is it better to lease to own or buy outright if you have the funds available? It all depends on how bad you need tax write-offs. If you buy the thing, if you've got cash on hand and you can buy it outright, that's fine, right? You will get certain tax breaks for that purchase. But if you're going to keep that, say you're planning to keep that truck over, say, a 2 or 3 year period, you're going to need tax deductions. Me, I'm an incorporated business, right? I own my business is incorporated, so my business needs tax deductions. Two biggest tax deductions that I have as an owner operator, as an incorporated business, is one, my fuel, and two, my truck payment. My fuel is my biggest expense through the year. My truck payment is my second biggest expense. And then you've got your repairs, and then you've got your typical, bullshit, right? Typical stuff, that you've got your write-offs, your pens, your pencils, your erasers, your cell phone, your phone plan, all that kind of shit. You've got, but you take that truck payment out of that equation, it makes it a lot harder at the end of the year for your accountant to find reasons and things to deduct and to write off. And a good portion of the time you'll end up owing more. I hate owing anything. I really truly do. I hate owing money to the government. It's a part of life. It's a part of doing business. You can't get around it. There is going to be, there are times where you're going to owe. I hate doing it, but I try to keep it so I try to keep an even balance. So I run a 3 year lease, right? And then when the lease is up, roll the truck, sell the truck, um, do it again, do it again, do it again. I'm not always successful with that plan. That plan doesn't always work out for me. Henry Cormier, I haven't seen you around, Henry, in a while. Hello, old timer. How you doing, Henry? I'm just I'm suffering my way through this really nice cigar. It's hard and it's terrible, and I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for you guys, right? I'm taking the hit. You saw me. It's just even trade, man. Yeah, hit the like. Hey, look at that. Beautiful. We're at 42. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was wrong, but but that's what I did. Cliff, what's up, wheel burners? What's up, Cliff? How we doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing well. Nathan, hi. How's things? Henry, Kitty Craze, hit the like button if you are new in the chat. I do appreciate that. I don't ask for anything. I truly don't. I don't ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you want to take a look around the channel, poke around, take a look, see what you think. You know, we do these lives 5 days a week. Most of the time, it's a driving live. If you're coming in now, you missed the driving part. We usually do a driving live, and at the end of the live, we do this. We sit around and just shoot the shit, and have a cigar and a Dr. Pepper and everything like that. But um, if you like the channel, then you can decide if you want to subscribe or not. But at least I ask if you're going to come in and make some comments and talk and hang out. At least do me a favor and hit the like button. It does help. I got an Apple iPhone 11 Pro. Does all I need. Yeah, 2.4. Yeah, like I said, I got a 13 Pro. I'm gonna fucking cut that wire tonight. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm actually online right now. I'm admitting online that I am going to commit an act of vandalism tonight on his truck. He doesn't even fucking know it yet, but I'm cutting the wire on your truck tonight for that backup beeper. And I just told 113 people that I'm about to commit a fucking act of vandalism on your truck. That beeper's a deader. It's done. Well, not for you in the truck, but for me out here. Holy shit, bye. Steve said he should have taken a little more time and backed up a little slower. Damn, man. Long as I can make a phone call on my phone, you know what? Funny thing though, Rig Pig, because here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's not a phone anymore. This device right here, that's not a phone. It's a computer. It just happens to have a phone attached to it, right? When Rig Pig, when you can do more on your phone, like you would call it a phone, obviously, but when you can do more on your phone, than like now than you could 5 years ago on a PC computer, it's a computer. This is a computer that just happens to have a phone. Most people, myself included, probably do more emailing, texting, social media, whatever, all that on their phone than they actually do talking. I don't know about you, but that's probably the most part. The average person in this day and age probably does more social media. I know it uses more features on the phone and not just the phone itself. Yeah, phones are called smart because we are not. Well, I fall into that category because, dude, let me tell you, bro, when it comes to phones, I'm a mental retard. I really am. I'm so stupid, it's not funny. I've had to phone Dar at all hours of the day, in the afternoon, morning, whatever. Hey, I've done this to my phone. How do I fix this? I am just that stupid when it comes to phones. This phone here, it has I'm probably using about 15% of this phone's capability, right? This phone can do so much more, right? Way more than I actually use it for. So why do I need the 15? What, for a better camera? No, I can't justify that. To me, Brian, with Rogers, I paid $3.99 for a 5 gig Android. That's it. And you own the phone, right? And you own the phone, and away you go for fucking $400. Good deal. Good deal. I had three iPhones, five to the seven. Yeah, I've had iPhones. Um, yeah. I think at one point I thought about getting a Samsung, but I've never done it. I've never done it. Nathan, how you doing today, brother? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I've got about half a stogie left to smoke. I got a cold drink. My bed is back there. I'm gonna be hitting the. It's 6:30. I need to be off this live by no later than 7 because I got to go to bed. I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's kind of what we're doing. But we're just sitting around shooting the shit. Nathan, glad you're here, man. I do appreciate you coming in. Give me a second here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just light this thing. I'm doing more gabbing than I am smoking, and cigars go out, right? They're not like cigarettes. Same as in the States for Samsung, actually. They give better rate on Samsung because they have more interchangeable parts over the years than iPhone. So they normally give more. Oh, okay. Okay. Trucker for life. What's going on? Trucker for life. How are you? You guys keep an eye on that Trucker for life, eh? Fanatic Brian. So if one have the funds available and I put it aside and used a lease to own, then I pay the same but can write it off. Taxes pretty much. Yes. Yes. Let's just say, Fanatic, let's just say you figured it out, okay, that I'm just going to use round figured numbers so it's easy to figure out. Let's say you bought a truck and it was 50,000. You want to buy the truck and the price tag on the truck is $50,000. Okay. So you're going to put 10% down, so you're going to put down $5,000, right? Um and then you're going to go to the finance company and say, okay, I would like to finance the 45. I just my $5,000. I'd like to finance the $45,000 on this. You're going to negotiate an interest rate, right? And they're going to give you the term of all. They're going to show you all of your payments, including the interest and how much you're going to pay back over the term of those 3 years. Now, if you already have that in cash in the bank, just let it sit in the bank and let them just take it out and take it out every month. Let them take your truck payment. You will then get the benefits of collecting the interest on the money that you have sitting there at the same time as that's being depleted. You're making payments on a truck that you are now able to write off that 100% write off that payment every single month. So let's say your payment is $1,000 a month, right? It's taking $1,000 off of the money that you have in the bank, going over here, and it's paying that $1,000 truck payment. But you're able to write off that $1,000 a month truck payment in 100% of it. At the same time, even though the money over here that say you had $45,000 or 40, not say 40 or $52,000, because that's what it would have come to with interest, right? So you got $52,000 over here. It's still every month it's still losing $1,000, but it's still collecting interest as well. So at the end, your $52,000, you'll probably have like $53,000 because you'll have at least $1,000 worth of interest, depending on what your interest rate is and whether it's a high interest rate savings or high interest rate checking, whatever. It's how you play the game, Pamanik. It's how you play. Nice sweatshirt, by the way. Would you say GoPro is a good alternative to dash cam? I would. Yeah, I would. Um, like the GoPro, my GoPro, I can record in 4K. Dude, I can see the pimple on a duck's ass at 200 yards with that GoPro. Um, you think the picture quality on these cameras on this phone is good. I can do driving videos. Now, mind you, when I put it into 4K, if I take it off of 1080, which is what we're looking at here, um, if I put it on 4K and do it, it chews up data, right? It does. It chews up data. But it also depends on how big your memory card is, right? My GoPro, I have a 250 or 200, what is it, 256 or 254, whatever that is, card in there for memory. and I can fill that up pretty quick. I really can. I can fill that up pretty quick if I want to. So done. Hope you guys like will be from now on for my business. Export import THC. Who the hell is that? Th- Oh, Robert, get over it. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm just trying to explain it in the simplest terms to her. I'm not trying to make it into fucking rocket science, right? If you're breaking it down into the simplest terms so that the people, somebody can understand, that's what I'm doing. You owe nothing. Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Still love that name. Just liked your channel. Stay safe. Thanks, Salt Lake. Appreciate that. I just checked on another tab on my laptop. Humberto is still subbed. Okay. Export to HTC plus the ones we see that plus the ones will see that video. Is that Humberto? I'm looking at the picture. It looks like Humberto's truck. Yeah, I think so. That export import. That's got to be Humberto. Maybe I missed something. He changed his name. I don't know. Yeah, no kidding. I am way behind in the comments here. Sorry, guys. Sweet dreams. $10 Canadian. That's nice. I like that. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. $10 super chat. Tech trucking. What is money? Oh, come on, IH. Don't get him started. Don't get him started. Don't get him started. I will call my girl on Messenger and tell her good night. She goes to bed early. Thank you for the advice, Brian. I will grab a lot of chocolate and licorice for you this summer. Sleep well, everybody. Manic, thanks. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, I kind of figured it was Humberto. I kind of figured it was Humberto. Sneaky little bastard got into the chat with a different name. You gotta watch those Portuguese, man. Those Portuguese guys, they're kind of like the Italians, man. You turn your back on them and they slide right in there. Yeah, I missed the change. That's all good. That's all good. Dude, I miss a lot of shit, right? I miss a lot of shit. I try my best to keep up with the chats and everything like that, but you know what? Once in a while somebody will ask me like a question and it's kind of important. So it takes a while to explain. By the time you explain it or you talk about it, 25 fucking messages have gone by. It's impossible to keep up with it all. Right? Literally, it's impossible to carry a chat like that and not get behind. I don't care who you are or how good at talking you are. Eventually, you are going to get behind in the chat. I've never seen anybody stay on the chat from beginning to end of a live show, and especially now that we're over the 2 hour mark. You never know. It might happen, but it won't happen with me. I guarantee you. Uh, but we got about 20 minutes. 20 minutes or until this stogie's done. This is a slow burner, and I like it. So we might get a good 20 minutes out of this. But I am not fucking around tonight. I gotta go to bed. I really do. I gotta go to bed tonight. I say it every week, right? I say it every single week that every Monday I'm dragging my ass, but I didn't sleep last night worth of shit. And I didn't sleep Friday night worth or Saturday, yeah, Friday night worth of shit. So and then Dara and I were working our asses off today. We really did put in a full day at the house and everything with stuff that we're doing around the house. And it's like, I cannot carry on these weeks um, being this tired. Eventually, what'll happen is my I will shut down, and it'll happen to me at the worst time, like in the middle of the week, right? On the day where I've got 3 loads, my body's gonna go, nah, you're not doing three. Fuck off, 2 4. It's a short one. I started at 4. I'm done at 7. It's a 3 hour live. That's a short one. We did fucking 5.5, almost 6 yesterday. That's a good deal. 46 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. I really do. Like I explained earlier, it does help us. It does help the channel. It does help us with our placement in the YouTube world, if you want to call it that. It lets YouTube know that you know what there's somebody. These guys are putting out some content, and there's enough people out there appreciating it. So it helps with the placement. So thank you. Okay, I meant to check this. I wanted to. No, I've still got. Where are they? Are they here? They're right here. I don't know if you guys remember. About 3 weeks ago, New York State Lottery had uh, what was it? The Powerball. The New York State Lottery Powerball was like $1.1 billion. So I bought 2 tickets. I've not checked them yet. Now I know that somebody won it, right? But I don't know it was me. But they said there was a winner. But I've still got 2 tickets here. For some reason, I'm just too freaking lazy to stop somewhere and look. But I've got 2 tickets to the New York State Powerball. I could be retired right now. I could be retired right now after 2.5 weeks or 3 weeks ago, whenever that was, and yet I still haven't done it. You guys pay attention to Tolga. He's talking truth here, eh? Tap the 3 dots at the top right corner, or tap and hold on to the screen, and you folks are going to see that like button. When you look at used tanks, just make sure you look at the corrosion where the straps go. Uh, if they look clean, they should be good. Dude, you know what? Again, I don't know with 100% whether I want to take that. That's a gamble. I don't know if I want to take IH, right? If I was buying them off, say you, I would trust you that you're not going to sell me a piece of shit, right? Or you're not gonna tell me, or if I buy it off of you, if there's an issue, I put it on the truck and it's got a hole or whatever, I can come back to you and you'll take care of me. Then I would take a chance on a used tank. But I'm telling you right now, Morgan's is notorious for screwing people. They sell them a piece of crap, you bring it back, and they're like, duh, and then they charge you ridiculous amount, like for restocking fee. By the time you get your money back, they've taken half of it. So I don't deal with them, even though they probably would have a tank. Um, so I think in this case here, my best bet is once I can confirm it. I think I already asked you, IH, if it's possible to do like to drain the fuel out of it and to do a pressure test on it. And I think you were saying, yeah, they can do that. They can pressure test these tanks. So I think I'm gonna try and see if I can get a pressure test done on it and it leaks. Doesn't actually I don't even need to do that really. If I get the thing caked up in mud tomorrow and it's got a little spot about that big with a wet spot on the same spot, I'll know it's leaking. Right? I'll know it's leaking. Yeah, was oh yeah, it was over 1 billion. That's 1 billion US. That's 1 billion US. That's like 1.3 billion Canadian. If I get to see it. Well, I won't buy it online, a used tank. Yeah, I have to be able to put my hands on it. I got to be able to, and that's just the way I am for anything I buy used for a truck. Like I've done that for skirts with the Volvo and other shit with the Kenworth and stuff like that. No, 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 no. I'm not taking anybody's word. I have to be able to go there, put my hands on it. I got to be able to see it, touch it, check it out, look at it, piss on it, whatever. Give it a kick. Listening to Brian yap for hours would definitely help me focus more. Hey, whatever gets you through the night, buddy. Whatever gets you through the night, James. If I win, Brian, you will give you what's that, 100,000? 100,000 super chats, but the private not on YouTube because they take 30%. Just go to my what do I got? I got to PayPal. Go to PayPal. Give me 100,000 to my PayPal. Let me tell you this: if I won like a couple $1 million worth of New York State lottery, we'd be having a pretty good party. We would be having a pretty good party. There'd be a wheel burner party. They'd be talking about it for years. 2 4, it's because it's behind a strap, right? And it's not advisable that you put a patch behind a strap on these tanks. You'll end up bending or rupturing. So if it was just in between two straps, like a small spot in between two straps, patch it. I'm good with that. I got fairings. I got tank fairings, so you wouldn't see it anyway. So, but if it's behind a strap, it's always advised you don't patch it. I like so much that poster logo with you for you for you with the Fleming truck. Super. That's pretty cool, eh? Guard Dog did that for us. Even the cheapest wire camera can help see the inside of that tank. Well, I know that our shop here has a couple of the really like the big ones. Um, I'm gonna assume they're good quality. I don't fuck what the fuck do I know, right? I'm just gonna assume it's a good quality, but they can actually go into the tank, drain the tank, go into the tank with the cameras, and they've done it before. They've actually used they use them to go down into the block and look around. So yeah, they can test it. I kind of thought I think I'd asked you that one time before, and I think you'd say yeah. I'm gonna be laughing actually more than working. Hey, you know what? Whatever works, brother. Whatever works. Dude, I don't need $400,000. Let me tell you something right now. I'd be happy. I'd be happy. I don't need 400. I don't even need that much. I'd be happy to win just enough money in the lottery to pay off my debt, and I just let me go to work and carry on. I don't need millions. It'd be nice. I don't need billions. I don't need millions. Give me enough money to break me even. Pay off all of my debts. Let me break even. And you know what? Just let me carry on. Let me carry on. I would be more than happy with that. So believe me, I don't even need 400,000 bucks. Uh, need help to get to 1,000 subs. Almost there. That's Umberto, boys and girls. Export import. He needs how many are you at? How many are you at? What are you at for subs, Humberto? Hold on, I can probably check. I can't check. I can't go check your channel from here. Shit. I remember when you pulled the fairings for the ice road, I think I told you those tanks look nasty. Yeah, you probably did. All the shit stays on the tanks with them on. All the shit stays on the tanks with them on. Yeah, I agree. Um, that if you take, it would probably be a good idea once a month to pull the tank, to pull those fairings off and wash those tanks, give them a really good wash. Um, but on the Volvos, it's easy to pull the tank fairings, right? On these things, it's a bitch. You actually got to get in there and start ratcheting off nuts and and start pulling and shit like that. It's not as easy as the Volvos. But I do agree. I do agree that if you're not frickin' washing them or cleaning them, he has 722 subs. Ryan didn't sub to you. He just dubbed you. He just dubbed it to you. Ryan just dubbed. Humberto's channel with the new name. It's Export Import HTC. There you go. Brian, 722 subs, Brian. Actually, it's 723 now because James just subbed to you. I have to do my pogo. I have the hours to get the mugs, t-shirt, etc., but I want to have the logo. There you go. Yeah. Start right. Get your logo. Have it do, either do it yourself or have somebody do it and build your channel. I didn't have the experience, or I didn't have the opportunity to have people to help me build this channel. My channel exploded, like we explained yesterday on the live. My channel exploded because of the Asian Mai, because of Alex and what he did for us, and because of the convoy. That is how my channel initially blew up. But then when all of that was over and the channel shrank back down, Dar and I have had to work very, very hard now to get this channel going in the right direction, to do the things that we want to do, to impact the people we want to impact. We want to direct this channel at the next generation of truck drivers coming up, right? And I don't mean next generation is necessarily the youngest guys, like the 20, 25, whatever. I mean the next generation of drivers. And that can include some guy that's worked at Bell Canada for 20 years, retired, and now he's taking up trucking as a second career. He's still a new driver. He's still going to go through that learning curve. He's still got, and those are the people, those are the guys, or that Dar and I thought, okay, let's go and direct our channel at them. If we can help as many people as them as we can, we're helping our business, right? Schools are failing us. The trucking schools are failing us. The government is failing us. Big business is failing us. The mega carriers are failing us. The drivers are not getting a fair shake, and they're getting into bad deals with leases. They're getting, the never plans. They're getting into, working for companies that have shady CVORs, or they got shady. So, you know what? Let's see if we can try to help out as many of these guys as we can. And a lot of the time we go live and we're talking like this, and we're just talking about everything else in the world. And somebody will come in, sort of like Pamanik just did a while ago, and she had a serious question. How do you do this? Well, you know what? This is what I do. It's not. I'm not saying it's the right thing, and it's the only way to do it, but this is what I do, and this is how it works for me. And then there's other ways of doing it, and that's what we're going for. I'm gonna call Bees. I'm gonna pay him to do me a logo for shirts and stickers. Perfect. There you go. I'm glad my work has an allowance. The Flying J had fuck all. Thank you all. You know what? We take care of our own. Humberto, we do. You've taken care of us. We take care of you. Everybody in this community, we try to take care of each other. I don't know, IH, what he was talking about. Allowance for what? What, hookers and beer? Like, what are you talking about, Curtis? What are you talking about? Boots and clothes. And yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But 150 a year to supply work shirts and everything else. That's not bad. That's not bad. Our company, and mind you, I'm not a company driver, so I don't benefit from all of those. But they have a deal with Mark's Work Warehouse up here in Canada, which is what used to be a work, for construction. It used to be your work clothing, workwear. Now it's more a fashion outlet. IH knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Mark's Work Warehouse 20 years ago used to be, you used to walk in and you get your gloves, your boots, your safety vest, all your equipment, all your shit. Now you can walk in and you can buy your socks, your underwear, your jeans, your sweaters, your can, your pullover, your hoodie, it's a goddamn fashion store. It's embarrassing. It's shameful what they did to Mark's Work Warehouse. But back to the thing, KBD has a deal with them, and they give us every year. They give us a card, and we get. I can't even remember. Dar would probably know what our. If I every time I go to Mark's Warehouse, if I present this card as a representative of of the trucking company, I get a discount. So it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. I do have the website, but I'm not giving now until I have my logo. After will be nice. I'm going to post pics of your loafs, of your loads. I know what you meant. Mark's Work Pro is all work stuff. I don't know where the hell that is. Curtis, I've never seen a store called Works Pro, Mark's Work Pro. I've never seen that in my life. I've seen Mark's Work Warehouse, but it sucks. Dar actually has better options for clothing, for women's clothing at Mark's Work Warehouse than I do. Believe that? The only thing that Mark's Work Warehouse does for me that's actually good is twice a year they put 501 Levi's, buy one get one 50% off. So Dar and I go in and I clean up. I go in and buy up a whole shit ton of them, right? Because that's all I wear. I wear 501s. Pumanik is back. I thought you were leaving, babe. What happened? Let me guess. You just can't tear yourself away from Curdy, can you? That's a good deal, IH. That is a damn good deal. 1,500 bucks worth. Yeah, yeah, that's a good deal. Well, mind you, I can guarantee you, IH guy, doing what you do, you burn through clothes probably faster than I would. I wouldn't need a $1,500 allowance for work wear and shit like that. Um, I don't think I would use it all. You, on the other hand, probably do. Yeah, exactly. It's dirty curdy time. I will tell you this little secret about Mark's Work Warehouse, and I did this for several years. Rig Pig, I've been wearing them since I was 19 years old. 501 Levi's. That's it. 501s. But I'm going to tell you something, IH, about Mark's Work Warehouse and Curtis and all any other of the Canadians in here about their work boots, right? Their work boots have a 1 year warranty on them, no questions asked. So I would buy a pair of work boots, keep the receipt, and mark the date, right? 4 or 5 days before that is up, if my boots were still in fairly good shape, but they were wearing out, I would I would wreck them. I'd cut them, cut the leather, make a hole or whatever. Take the boots back to Mark's Work Warehouse, hand them in with the receipt. No questions asked. They will give you another pair. Readjust your receipt for another year. I don't remember offhand, but there was multiple years that I just kept handing them in, handing them in, handing them in, and I ended up with new boots every single year. Every single year, I got brand new boots, and that's kind of, they don't want you to know that, but that is one of their unspoken policies. Yeah, well, that's what I mean, IH. You get called out and everything, right? Now, I do too when I'm doing flatbed in the winter, but I've got my set winter wear, and I'm not necessarily crawling around under equipment like you are. I'm not putting the wear and tear on it that you would. I usually spend 200 on good boots or more. I think the boots I'm wearing, my work boots here, I actually had to go and drop about almost 400 bucks on these because they had to be rated for minus 60 for on the ice roads last year. So I went and spent the money on them. I used my Marks Work Warehouse card and got the discount, but um, I've always insisted on wearing good boots. So my boots are usually somewhere between 250 to $350. And that's just the way I am. I can get by with, hoodies and jeans and shit like that and coveralls, but I've always insisted on, and I'm the same way with my running shoes. I don't buy cheap running shoes. I buy good quality running shoes that are for comfort, right? I wear 250 bucks worth of military style security guard high boots, black. They were perfect fit the moment I put them on. Love them. Yeah. You've done that too, eh? 2-4. See, a lot of people don't know about that. Marks doesn't advertise that. They don't want you to know it, but it is a policy, right? So as long as you can take it in on the 364th day of the year, and they will honor that and give you a brand new pair of boots, no questions asked. They're not going to say, well, how did you rip them, or that looks suspicious. Zero fucks given, brand new pair of boots. Not only was I doing it, but my father-in-law, who was trucking it, that actually he was the lead shunt driver for the main terminal at Transex in Mississauga, and that guy was he was burning through boots every year, but he was doing it as well. It was my mother-in-law that actually told me about it, and this is going back years and years and years. But yeah, I buy my boots off the shoe truck. He has better boots than Mark's. Um, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. But I buy because it's I don't have the first of all, I don't have the shoe truck, and second of all, it's just convenient, right? There's a Mark's Work warehouse. Well, from where I live, I can drive 15 minutes to Kingston or 20 minutes into Kingston, and I think there's two Marks in Kingston, or I can drive 15 minutes into Napanee, and there's a Mark's there. So, six of one, half dozen of the other. I was able, although I had to order from Marks these boots that I'm wearing now, right? The ones that are rated for -60 because they didn't they had them, but they didn't have them and they don't carry them in stock. You have to order them. When I was drilling wells, boots didn't last you. I could see that. I could see that. When I was doing exclusive flatbedding only, and I was doing it, and I was running hardcore, um, I was burning through a lot more clothing and a lot more boots. For some reason, um, and I don't know why. Dar and I can't figure it out. All of my jeans, right? All of my jeans, I keep burning out the right knee, or the left knee. So I emptied my truck today. I came out to the truck. I emptied all the clothing out because I had way too much. I had all my winter gear. I had all my shit in here. I had way too much clothing, so I brought it all into the house, and Dar packed it all up for me, right? And I was pulling out I had what, 4 or 5 pairs of Levi's in here, and every single one of them, the left knee was blown out of it. And we can't figure out what I'm doing. Can't figure out what I'm doing. It's to the point now that I have to go to Mark's probably next weekend or the weekend after and buy 3 or 4 more pairs because I got no more. I've had mine 1 year, thinking of getting a new pair because I walk 15 kilometers every shift. I need good shoes and want to change them before they go completely bad. It's also good to get them changed out before they start doing damage to your feet, right? Really, think about it. Humberto's out. Good to see you, Humberto. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Firefighter Bob, I'm back. Well, Bob, you're back just in time for me to smoke the rest of that, and then I'm done. So, what did I say? 7 o'clock or the stogie? Well, it's 7:01, and the stogie's almost done. So, had to help my boy, had to help my son get ready for camp. Nice, nice. Weird question. Are you a southpaw? No, I'm a righty. I'm a righty. Although when I played baseball, I could switch hit. I switch hit both sides. I could hit equally. I could hit for power from the right, but I could hit equally from the. I could hit equally left or right. But I could hit for power from the right only. But everything I do is right-handed. I'm right-handed. My mom is a lefty. My brother's a right. My dad is a right, and I'm a right. Um, why do you ask? Like, why do you ask? It's an odd question. That's all. But the fact that I'm holding my cigar with my left hand, it's just easier because there's a steering wheel here, and I got my elbow sitting on the steering wheel, and it's just easier, so I don't have to sit back here like this and hold it like that. If that's why you're wondering if I'm a lefty. I tuck to the right side, therefore my right side of my jeans wear out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you telling me, Rig Pig, you're telling me you got 10 pounds of dangling fury and it goes down to the right side of your knee. It goes right down to your knee. Buddy, you shouldn't be driving a truck. You should be doing porn. I ordered a back support for my back spine also to help with the slip disc. Going to push for 1 week sick leave. Took 2 shifts off, but my spine was killing me, so I will take advice and rest. That's the best way to do it. Don't, Pomatic, don't fuck around with your back, right? I did, right? I hurt my back multiple times and didn't give myself the proper care, like didn't give myself the proper recovery time. I just shook it off and went, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine." Well, you know what? I'm not fine. I don't know how old you are, but it didn't pay off, or it didn't work out so well for me. So if they're telling you to take some time off, yeah, you're going to take a financial hit because you got to take some time off work, but take the hit. I'd rather take the if I wish I'd have taken the hit then than take the hit now. I live in Charlotte, Michigan. Charlotte, Michigan. I don't even know where that is. Rig Pig's laughing. Good, I'm glad. Cool. I'm in Southern Ontario. Yeah, I know where you're at. I, okay, Curtis. All right, here we go. Here we go. Something I think only lefties notice. Mom had 9 kids. You're the only southpaw. Oh, well, no, I'm a righty. Righty tighty. Yeah, I'm getting rehab training and pushing for an MRI. I am 34 this summer, so you're still fairly young. Pomatic, take care of your back. Don't fuck around with this. Take care of your back. You know what? If it hurts you to take a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks off financially, eat it. Eat it because I promise you, you're going to get older and you won't be able to eat it. Oh, that's why you have a hole on the same side of your jeans, Bry. I wasn't going to say that, but hey, if you're packing the boa, you know what, the boa's got to get out. He's got to. I could beat Brian in an arm wrestling contest, Curtis. I don't think you can. I don't think you can on a right-handed table. I don't think you can. I, I just I just don't think you probably outweigh me. You'd be in the super heavyweight class. I'd only be in the heavyweight class, but I think on a right-handed table, I think I could put you down. Curtis, have fun. Yeah, have fun trying to beat me in an arm wrestling. Yeah, I want to get it all healed up and under control so I can go back to trucking. That's the way to do it. And a good seat. I'm learning a lesson. I've learned many a lessons in trucking. A good seat. Don't necessarily take the seat that the manufacturer sticks in the truck because they go cheap most of the time. Unless you're specking your own truck, you're buying a brand new truck and you can spec the truck and have the seat that you want put in it. They're going to give you the cheapest piece of fucking garbage that's on the market, right? They don't give a flying fart. So if you're going back to trucking, make sure your seat, your shoes, your boots, like your shoes or your boots, and if you need to wear a back brace, wear it. I probably should be doing it. Look at Curtis talking trash. What's come over you, boy? I can also run Brian in a 100-meter dash. You know why? Because you're stupid enough to run 100 meters. Me, I don't see the sense in it. So, that's called wisdom and knowledge. You're just running for the sake of running. Oh yeah, the seat makes wonders for the back or nightmares. I sold a car that had seats that was killing me. There you go. Yeah, Brian, yeah, you need a new seat. I do need a new seat. Um, Dar and I were looking today. We're going to be putting a new seat into this. Um, so yeah, we're looking at probably some. We're looking at some money to be spent on the tank, and we're looking at probably a couple $1,000 for the seat. But it needs to. We needs to. Curtis is my seat. Well, he's got a big face. He does have a big, wide face. I'll tell you, you've never seen Curtis. Well, maybe you have. Pamanik, I don't know if you saw Curtis on my lawnmower, so you know how big that face is. Don't matter how big your ass is, it's gonna fit on Curtis's face. Trust me. Bostrom, um, Bostrom's the high end. Bostrom is the high end. I do have to go with affordability as well. I want the best I can get for the money that I'm gonna spend. Bostrom might be a little out of my price range. We'll see. I saw it. Yeah, you loved it, didn't you? Are flip flops proper footwear for flatbed? Absolutely. Absolutely. Cheap freight hauler? Yeah. Just make sure you've got your steel, the steel the caps, you can buy those like steel caps that go on and the little elastic band that goes around the back. You'll fit right in. Trust me, you'll fit right into every lumber yard and steel plant. I re- I actually recommend the Dollar General flip flops because then you can get them in pink, yellow, neon green, blue, red, whatever. Right? Don't go and get the expensive flip flops there, cheap freight hauler. Make sure you get the cheap shit. Right? Don't get the expensive. Get the cheap. Speaking of cheap flip flops, T-Bone's here. Talked with a seat Commodore Elkhart while at Matt's. I'll send you the info. I'd appreciate that because T-Bone, I've got this. I've got these Freightliners. This Freightliner didn't come with the cheap garbage sheet. No teeth, right? It didn't come with the cheap piece of crap garbage seat. It does have the upgraded seats in here, but I have literally here. I'll even show it to you guys. Here, that is my seat. I've blown out the whole side of the seat, and I did that. What started that was on the ice road. So this whole piece of the seat, I'm actually my right leg or my left leg, if you can see my left leg, actually is off the seat. There's nothing underneath that. And it's affecting my back and it's affecting my ass and my sciatic and everything else under the sun. You know what? T-Bone, just do it because you love me, okay? I'm an asshole. You knew that coming in here. You knew the minute you came into this chat, you know the channel, you know who I am, you know I'm an asshole, you know I'm going to be an asshole to you. So just send me the fucking information anyway, would you please? I do value your opinion, you know that. If you've got some good info or you've got the insight on a decent seat that's not going to run me about $7 million, I would appreciate it. So, T-Bone, both our channels have been around and known of each other for enough years that you know I'm a dick. Just deal with it. That's more blown than Dar's back after Brian comes home. I got sciatic pain from the disc now, and that's why I'm pushing for sick leave. Yeah, I suffer sciatic. Like today, today was really bad. Dar had to actually, without making this sound goofy or stupid, but Dar actually had to put. We've got a cream that puts on, and literally, and it had to go from my middle of my back. She had to put cream on me from the middle of my back down to both behind both knees because my sciatic runs right down to both sides. I've got it on both sides at the same time. It's not just one side or the other. I've got both, and I was in agony this afternoon. Um, thank God she was there. Just order a new one ASAP. Well, you know what? I'm going to take a look and see what T-Bone offers or what advice he's throwing. He's going to send us an email. And if we can get it, then we will. We're going to order the seat. It's not one of those that I, I've procrastinated on it for probably about 3, 4 months now, and it's my own fault. Um, I didn't want to spend the money because I was in the middle of recovering from being off for almost 4 months with my eye surgeries. So I wanted to make sure I was in a more solid position, but in doing so, I've actually done more damage to myself than I should have. So I'll keep saying it until you do. No, I'll take care of it this week. Cushion, I mean, I know you're goofing. No worries. I know. We're all good, brother. Oof, I only have left side. I get in and out of security guard car a few hundred times, more or less, and walk. Sciatic got angry. Well, my sciatic today was enraged. It wasn't angry. It was fucking enraged. Um, did Bob out? Sorry, did I miss that? Bob's taken off. All right, Bob. He's probably already gone. Um, those seats are awesome. Used to have one at the last company I worked for. Yeah, but cheap freight hauler, man. The 52 to $5,500 price tag. Fuck, bro. Right? I could justify that price if I was putting it into a brand new unit, right? A brand new if I was buying a brand new truck and then I'd have the seat put into it. I don't know if I want to justify 5,500 bucks um for this truck. I really don't. I saw it, Curtis. Yeah, I'm running for my life as you should. Well, you know what, guys? The Stogie's done. We're at almost quarter after 7, so no, I'm not. Did not leave, but I'm going to watch until you're done. Well, brother, I appreciate you sticking around. I really do, Bob. Thank you very much. But now I'm done. I'm going to end this. I got to call home and say my good nights and I love yous to my beautiful woman. And I got to go to bed, man. Again, I'm not going to be live tomorrow, right? So take the day off. Go watch Ernie, please. Right? Definitely go watch Ernie. He puts on a really good live, a really good driving live. So uh, take the time and go watch Ernie. I'll be back on Tuesday. All right. With that, guys, I'm out. T-Bone, I'll be looking for your email. Appreciate your help, brother. Everybody else, you guys have a great night. Be safe. Be good to each other. Take care of yourselves.